welcome to another amazing, fantastic, fabulous day at fmtrading.tv. I am here with the wonderful Nick Hunter, and I will be your broadcast engineer for today. Margaret, hi, good to see everyone. We have a real quick reminder everyone, we stream on three platforms. We stream on Discord, we stream on YouTube, and we stream on Twitch. I monitor all the conversations. If you have a question, I will get to it, and I will forward it to our wonderful presenter today, who happens to be the wonderful Nick Hunter. Please ask questions, please interact. We're here to foster a FileMaker community, something we really seek to do. So please talk to us. We appreciate it. Real quick, we're going to look at our live stream training schedule of wonder and joy. Okay, so today we have Nick on day 3 of his Solve Complex Problems with Simplistic Reasoning in FileMaker, which has been awesome. Like, seriously, as I've seen text chats, Nick is apparently changing how people think again. So enjoy that ride. Friday, we've got Execute SQL for Advanced FileMaker developers, and that will be with Mr. Kyle tomorrow. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday is Nick has returned again to do day 4, our last day of solving complex stuff in FileMaker with simple reasoning. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is going to be the Christian extravaganza, where we do 3 days of Wolfpack, or rather 2 days of Wolfpack and one of the Wolf Toolbox, which is a FileMaker developer tool. I did get a quick question, so even though it's on the schedule, I will talk about it briefly. Our current holiday schedule is not completely set in stone, but currently we are broadcasting up until the 22nd of December, at which point we take the Christmas and all that weekend off. We are not streaming on Christmas, I promise. The week after, the in-between week of Christmas and New Year's is not set in stone yet, whether we're taking it off or how much we're taking off. I'm sure we're taking some off, or I don't know if we're doing any in-between streams. But that's your update on that. Real quick, if you'd like to support our wonderful, wonderful channel, we try to be wonderful, please feel free to subscribe. It's 100+ hours of very dynamic video content, pretty much talking about everything. Nick and Richard are Richard is mostly presented, but there's a couple Nick courses in there, I'm pretty sure, on UI and lean design. And basically, it covers any topic you can think of. You're like, boy, I don't like these subjects that are coming up in the live stream, or boy, I'd like to support the live stream. Feel free to do that. We greatly appreciate it. As a side note, if you happen to purchase this bundle, we do have something else coming up. The special high-intensity training for the FileMaker certification. We have it's going to be January 10th through 14th. It's basically, do you want to pass the certification test? Or as Richard's been saying recently, your New Year's resolution should be, can I pass the certification test? It is doable. It is difficult, but very doable. We're going to pretty much be breaking it down and studying the crap out of it for those 5 days. So that is our current goal. And Richard's current goal is basically get as many people to pass certification as possible. Click here for more information, which basically is that you can buy this bundle and then also get this live training. But if you're like, I don't feel like the bundle, I don't feel like 100+ hours of video content, I already know everything there is to know about FileMaker, except to how to pass certification tests, then feel free to buy it just straight out, because you can. So, now that I am done with all of that, Nick, what are we doing today?
Okay, thank you, Margaret. So today we continue the day 3. So today we're going to talk about things more serious. Okay, so we're going to start learning and start discovering what I was saying about solving complexity with simplicity, right? So so far the last 2 sessions. We talk about how to use FileMaker, with common sense. With a simple thing like the name of the field can open new new doors, right? So you have new opportunities to do things just because you use the field name as a tool. Okay, not just a name. And but also this is to switch, to shift the reasoning you have so far, and to bring it in a different way, right? And in a different path. And so I'm going to continue to talk about the list of values. Okay, so list of values. The last 2 days, the last 2 sessions, I was talking about list of values a lot. But let me say again what the list of value is. So FileMaker has default and basic elements. Okay, so and the basic element of FileMaker is table, field, records, and values. Okay, so that's the four. Okay, so and FileMaker has different tools to play with those elements, right? So, and it's important to get all what you're doing to get to that level, you know. So I have an example again this morning. I was saying something, you know, somebody says, okay, I have a list of 4 elements. Okay, I have a list of 4 values like this, a value list, you know, of four values. And but I want to isolate 2 of them. Okay, I want to isolate 2 of them in another value list with only 2 of the 4. Okay, and so the logic, you will say, okay, I'm going to create a new value list with those 2, right? Yes, but no, because the value list of the 4 is a list of values. You know, they are records that I'm showing in a value list, right? So I want to continue that logic and say, okay, I want to isolate those two of the 4, and I want to create a new value list based on those 2 values. So I said, okay, let's go to the table where I have those 4, and let's put a tag. You know, what we call a tag is 1 1 in let's create a field where I can put 1 and 1. That means true. FileMaker 1 is true, 0 is false. So I'm going to put 1 1 here, and I'm going to create a new link, a new relationship. Okay, with you know, with those 2 values attached, because I have the 1 here, I have the tag that I can isolate those 2, and I create a new value list based on that relationship, right? So you say, okay, why you do all this complexity? It actually is not complex, and it's the right way to do things. Because if tomorrow you need 3 out of 4, or if tomorrow you add 2 more, so you have 6, and you want to add 2 more in your value list of the 2, it's not hard coded. You give to the user the opportunity to change things, right? So each time you go down, you know, each time you go down to the most basic level in FileMaker, which is the values, right? More you go there, more opportunity you have. Okay, and if you look closely at FileMaker, this statement is completely true. You don't have much of manipulation on the table level. You don't have much manipulation. On the table level, you have import export. You know, that's what you have on the table level. You know, what can I do with the table? Not much. Okay. On the field level, what can I do with the field? You know, yeah, you can display things, right? You can display, but you don't have much of manipulation possibility on the field level. On the field level, on the record level, you know, which is the level underneath, you start to have more search, and you know, you have, you know, things, relationship and stuff like that. That's on the record level. And then when you go a level down further, okay, you have the value level. And then I show you the last 2 days that you have a bunch of tools and stuff, middle value, get value, sort value, unique value, whatever values. So you have a lot of things. You have an arsenal of tools, extremely powerful. Okay. If you want to take a military kind of analogy here, is the infantry. Okay, it's the infantry, right? It's where you have the real force, right? So that's why everything, when you do something, it's okay. What Nick says, put down everything to the record level, because the record level is where you can see things, you know. The record level, it's the last level where you can store things. Okay, table, table, field, record. Record is the last. The values is harder to store them. Okay. So because most of the time you use a value is something you use in the air. Okay. So using values as a object to play with data, okay, it's the right way to do it, and I'm going to explain that right now. So let me share my screen right quick here, and let's move that around. So let's go back to what we wanted to do. So yesterday I show you how to create the month, right? How to create the month, right? So the 31 days, right? 31 days of the month, right? So we create the days we need. Okay, we create the records. There are records for each day. It's one record. And because we have 3 guys, we create that 3 times. So we have 31 day for each person here, okay? And then out of those 31 records, okay, I can extract the data, right? And I can do what we call the what's the name? Rotated table report, right? So it's what I'm showing right now. It's we have records that are linear like this, in columns like this. Let's in lines. Let's open this. Okay. So we have rows like this. So for each day, see 1 day, 2 day, okay. Each day is like this, okay. But here it shows like this. Why? It's because by creating the records, the regular records like this, I can now say on the day 1, on this field, each day I have 1 field. On this field here, this field, I want to get the value, of that list. Okay. So I have the list of the 31 day. I want the first, okay. I want the first of the day, right? And the first day is here because I have a list, and this field here, because it's the day number 1, and the 1 will select the value number I want from that list. Okay, so just to make clear that everybody understand, is this. So we have the list of the T02A and this, and we have dates. Okay, we have the list here. Okay, so we are in May. We are in May here. May 1st, May 2nd, May 3rd. Okay, so now that gives me the opportunity to tell you how am I sure that this relationship, right, the relationship of the 31 day of May, how I'm sure that the first records, it's the first of the month. Okay, this is where I have the opportunity to show you something here. T02A. Okay, so here, this relationship here is there. Okay, and it is sorted. The relationship itself is sorted, right? So I'm sorting the relationship by date. Okay, so now it's the date is ascending. What happened if I do this just for fun? It happened this. I start by the last day, so I can reverse. Okay, so you see when you use what like I was saying since the beginning of this webinar, when you use FileMaker and you bring down the thing to its fundamentals, okay, you can do things that you don't expect. Okay, so for example, here I can reverse the order without any problems. So now if I'm creating this now, I'm going to start with the 31, right? See how easy it is to do something like this, right? Because you just change the what's the name, the salt here, right? So why that is possible? It's possible because what name? I use records. So imagine that you don't use records. Imagine that you use sequels. Imagine that you use like it was before, the person that built that before. It was a repeating field, a 31 repeating field, right? And can you do that? Can you just reverse something like this that easily? Can you get things that simply? No, you cannot. Okay, so all the secret here is that I could get the list of values, okay, and I can extract a value out of list of value. When I'm doing this, what I'm doing here, okay, what I'm doing here, I'm converting records into a value, a list of value, okay? This is what I'm doing. List is doing this. List is converting records into a list of value. That's what list is doing, okay? So that's why, extracting the records into a list of values, then I can do whatever I want. If I don't do this, it's impossible to say, oh, I want the first record. How you do? Okay, tell me right now, how, if I don't use the get value, okay, how I can get the first record, the second record, the third record of this relationship, how I'm doing this? I'm asking, right? It's impossible. I mean, it's possible, but good luck with it. Okay, yeah, I know you have SQL, no problem. But but the problem is, you know what I mean. So getting the list of value is fundamental. So now what I want to show you something here. It's a tip that I want to show you. Did you see that I'm showing one time Saturday, Sunday? Here I'm showing one time, right? And this is, I use that as a title of the, what's the name? As a title of the list, right? Of the columns. How am I doing this? How I can get the first this that easily? Okay, how I can get this? Okay, I have two fields here that pretty much points to the same things, but with different fields. Here I'm doing the same. I'm pointing to the date, and here I'm pointing to the shift item. Okay, but it's the same relationship, exactly the same thing. But I'm selecting two different fields. Okay, so this is a tip that I'm giving you. If I do this and I put the two in the body, this is the body, right? Here, what I'm doing, I have in this field here, in this field, this one, those, I have the same value, I have the same data on the free record here. On that record, and that record, I have exactly the same data, the same. So something you need to know in FileMaker, just putting a field out of the body, and you put, for example, in the sub summary or in the header, it will show the data, the record, the first record of the list. The first record of the list will show on the top. For example, if I move those, for example, if I move those and I put them here, okay, I put them here, they will show the first record, always the first record. If I change the first record, now it shows the first record of this one. If I change the first record, it will show. But always on top, always when you have a field in the list view, where I'm talking about list view, in the list view, when you have a field on the top, it will always show the first record. Of course, if you change the sort order, okay, it will change also the first record, right? So that so to get, in that case here, this field here will show this, has the same data for the free names. Yes, I have 31 day of May for the first name, 31 day of May for the second name, 31 day of May for the third name. So I don't need to get my hair on fire trying to get a way to get the title of the title of the column. The title of the column, I get them for free because I have the same values, the same data on each of those fields for the free, the free. So whatever I'm showing here, since the free will have the same data on those, I'll just show the first, and that's it. So this is a tip that I was telling you. So let's see this script right quick here. So here, yesterday I was telling you that everything I take is values. I'm list of all of those are values. Okay, and I'm showing you. I was showing you how I'm generating the list of a list of values for the month, the current month. Then when I have all those lists of value, I can just say which one I want. And yesterday I was telling you that I have two loops here. Okay, one loop. The first loop is for each employee. Okay, for each employee, I will do this. So for each employee, I'm doing this. So this loop is the 31 day of the month. 1, 2, 3, and this is what it's doing. And then it go to the next, blah, 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 to the next, blah, 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 to the next, blah, blah, blah. It will do 3 times. In that case, I'm doing 3 times this, okay? And then, okay, I want to update. So this happened on server. This happened on server. So if I regenerate this, I will see absolutely nothing. I'm doing this. Perform script on server, PIM. And I'm doing this. This, perform script on server, PIM. Okay? That's what I'm doing. But I want to show you something here. How the hell it can happen? Because let's stop this. No, I'm not doing this. Okay? I'm not doing this. So I do this and I regenerate without this. Okay, it happened. But normally it shouldn't. Okay, here it happened nothing. I don't see anything. I see absolutely nothing. I did it and nothing happened. Okay, nothing happened. So why nothing happened there, right? Why? And if I do this here, oh, I know why. I need to stop this too. So let's do this and do this. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. See? Nothing happened. Why? Why? Because everything that I have here, right, are auto entry calculation. Okay, they are auto entry calculation. So, but things happen on server, and those three records are already created. They are created, and I'm waiting to generate the scheduling. So, generating the scheduling, I'm waiting, right? The script to happen, and I have nothing happen. Those is empty for them, but those three records are created. So how I can do that, So I'm generating and nothing happened. I'm saying absolutely nothing, right? So why? It's because I need something to display the result of the auto entry calculation. But because I have the records created before the script happened, so I need something to happen. Okay. So here, what I'm going to show you. Normally, you remember I was telling you, I show you this technique many times, and we have a webinar out of it. I have what I call a trigger. I have a trigger. I have a field. This field, okay, this field, and this field. It's I'm using the last modification. It's a timestamp where I put the last modification. Okay, the timestamp of the last modification. Each auto entry calculation, each of them has this in the let statement. I have a let statement and I put trigger there. I put a variable. We call that a variable. I put a statement. Let's say a statement. Okay, I put a statement here that points to that record. Because if I don't do this, there's no way this auto entry calculation can happen, because I'm pointing to a related data, and we know that the related data are not triggering the auto entry calculation. Okay, so I need something to trigger it. So all my auto entry calculation points to that timestamp. So let's insert the current timestamp, okay, and replace those three records with this. Look what happened. Bam. Automatically. Okay. So you understand what happened here, right? So here what I'm doing, because I don't want that to happen locally. I mean, I want that to happen on the server. I don't want that to happen there. I don't want, but tell you what I don't want. I don't want to generate the calendar, perform the scripts on server, and then come back here and say replace with and trigger my, no, I want that to happen on that server, on the server. So how I'm doing this? On the scripts here, on the bottom, on the bottom here, I have this. So I am still on server. What's the name? The script happened. I'm doing my loop on server super fast because I'm on server. And then on server, I tell you, okay, you know what? Go back to that layout, the scheduling. Go back to the scheduling. Put the list of my original scheduling, the list of my free guys. Put the list of this. Find them on server, find them, and replace the trigger with the timestamp. And the server will perform the auto entry calculation, not local. Absolutely nothing happened locally. Nothing happened locally. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Demonstration. So I'm coming back, and on all of them, this is what it's doing. Okay. So I'm doing the same here, the same for the month, and the same for the calendar. So that's why here, okay, you go there, you generate the calendar scheduling, and you have this. So nothing happened here, a bunch of variable, perform script on server. You see the date will appear. bam, I have the date, the day, the everything worked, and I have the conditional formatting, everything. And then I continue, I generate my calendar, here I generate the date. And now I'm generating the shifts, bam. And you see that I don't have anything happening here. No replays, absolutely nothing happened locally. I have everything happening on the server. So that's why this technique here of the trigger, you need to use that technique as much as possible, because I don't have everything is auto entry calculation, and I have absolutely no problem triggering them. So now, because I'm talking about that so much. Now everybody should be, should know about this technique here. So now I want to finally talk about the problem. I had a problem, and the problem was this. The problem was I have shift with 3 people. The free eights, we call that free eights, right? So I have a guy in the morning, a guy in the afternoon. That the morning, T1 in the morning, T2 in the afternoon, and 1 day off. So when I always have a guy off, I always have a guy off every day, So 2 days of, and each guy must do 2 days in the morning, 2 days in the afternoon, 2 days off, morning, afternoon, off. But when the first guy is doing the morning, the second guy is doing the afternoon. So the second guy will be afternoon, off, morning, afternoon, off, morning. And then the third guy start with off, morning, afternoon, off, morning, afternoon, off. So they are, then nobody is, I don't have 2 people on the morning and 2 people on or 2 people on the afternoon, or 2 people off the same day. Okay. So my day is full all the time. And the shift is fair. It's 1 day, 1 guy in the morning, 1 guy in the afternoon, 1 guy off, vertically, and horizontally is the same guy, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 off. Okay. So how you do that? So before they have 2 scripts, like something like 200 and something lines, with a bunch of sequels, super complicated, based on repeating fields, and it was a nightmare. And of course, they had a big problem. It was super slow, but they couldn't get the payroll out of this, because all what they were doing here were just fake. They were fake. It was a repeating field with a bunch of data, but nothing that you can count on to get the payroll. So, and that's why I said, when I saw that for the first time, I said, you will never have a payroll if I can't identify the employee, okay? Identify which scheduling we're talking about, identify which shift we're talking about, identify the dates, identify the name, and of course the start time and the end time. Of course you need, and when the guy's off, when the guy is in morning, because the price paid for the morning is not the same price paid on the afternoon, and of course it's not the same price paid on the Sundays, and it's not the same the pay rates is not the same on day offs, on vacation and stuff. So that's why the only possibility to do that was to get down everything to the record level, right? But now that I have record, how can I do this? And that's why it took me like 10 days, to be honest with you, to get this working. So, and here was my reasoning. So let's start talking about the reasoning. I have an Excel spreadsheet here. So I have, okay, T1 here, okay, and I have T2, and I have off, right? So I can repeat this many times like this, right? And I have the same here. I have T1, okay, T1, T2. Okay, so what I want to do here, so what I want to do here is this, off. So that was my what's the name? The reasoning I had here. Oh, okay. Why cannot? Okay, Excel sometime. Okay. So how can I make sure that the next day will work? Okay. How can we make sure that the next day will work? If I say, so I have my original list is this. This is my original list. Okay. So I said, okay, I'm starting with T1, T1. This is, I'm starting and I'm counting from the T1. I have my list here. You know, I have this is a list. And I'm saying, okay, here, I want the first value on this list, the second value on this list, the third, and then the one, again, you know, first, I'm taking the first, get value 1, get value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, etc., etc. What if now I don't start my list with this, but I'm starting with this? So I'm removing T1. What is this? So get value 1, I'm getting this. Get value 2, I'm getting this. Get value 3, I'm getting this. Get value 4, I'm getting this. You got it? Get value 5, I'm getting this. Okay, I'm repeating this 2 times, okay? And then I continue. What about if I start now with this? No, I'd start with this. Get value 1 is this. Get value 2 is this. So the idea was to start with this and to say, okay, I want 2 of those. I want 2 of this. Okay. Then you get rid of the first. So I'm removing the T1. Okay. And I start with T2. And I'm doing this 2 times. Then I said, okay, you start with here and you do 2. And then you continue. You start with this 2 times. Then you start with this 2 times. Here what you get, you get 2 of T1, 2 of T2, 2 of T1, T2, T1, T2 off. And you have the same here. T2, T2 of T1, T1, T2. It's doing the job. Just because you say, okay, you have the original list is this, and then you start with the first 2 times. Then you start with this 2 times. Then you start with this 2 times. Then you start with this 2 times. Then you start with, that's it. Doing with this reasoning. So the reasoning, you got it, right? Did you got it? Sounds like we need to create a new custom function. Yeah, as Kyle said, you want to create a new custom function. Yeah, you can do it. But I'm going to show you how it works. Actually, you can do it if you want. I wanted to do it, but if you want to do it, go. So you got the point here. It's not FileMaker. It's not a functional FileMaker, or it's not SQL, or it's not Pisos, or it's not nothing helped me. Absolutely nothing helped me to fix that problem. Okay, because not only this, but I had other problem. I have another problem. I have many problems to solve. My problem here was, but sometimes I want 3 days of this, 1 day of this. It needs to be programmable. I need to be, because, I said 2, I said 2, like I said here in my example, I said 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, but it could be 3 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of those, right? You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, 222. No, it's not. It's not hard coded. It's something I can, program. I can make a program out of this. So all of this, that's what I'm saying. FileMaker, nothing. SQL, Java, there's no add-ons, there's nothing can help me here. Absolutely nothing helped me. Only one thing helped me. A basic, simple reasoning. That's it. It's the solution is there in front of you, but it wasn't, it wasn't the FileMaker, or it wasn't a function, or it's one, I don't know if I can express myself here well, if I'm expressing myself well. What solved my problem is because I got a reasoning. I said, okay, here how we can do, to use what FileMaker can give me, but in a way that everything got fixed. Absolutely everything got fixed. So let me show you, and now you will see why I'm saying thanks every day. I'm worshiping pretty much the list of values, because every time since 30 years now that I try to fix a problem, I'm fixing it on the value, at the value level, and never ever somewhere else. Okay, so here what I'm doing. Here's the reasoning. So let's start. Let's start the reasoning. I have my 3 people here. Okay, I have the current shift. It's 3x2. It's the name of the shift. Okay, shift 3x2. I need the ID of this. Okay. Of course, I need the ID of this because I want to get that, right? I need to get this list, right? I need to get this list. So then I have my list of days. Remember my 31 days? I need that. List of days in my 31 days. So far, a 5-year-old can understand what I'm talking about. And then I have my value count. I need my value count because that will stop my loops. I need that to stop my loops. So I'm counting how many times I need to do the first loop, the scheduling, and how many times I need to do the second loop for the days. Okay. So I have this. So far, I need to say I have a global, and I'm putting the ID of the shift. Doing this, I'm activating a bunch of relationships. So another proof that you have absolutely no salvation possible if you start using, sorry Kyle, a bunch of SQL and a bunch of perform fine and forget about it. You need a relationship. This is the only way you can save your soul. It's the only way. Okay? When I do this, just by putting in a global, an ID, it's the open door to the paradise, because it will do all the job for me. So by doing this, I'm opening all what I get, all what I need. First, I need to get my list of items. My list of items. I need from the relationship. I need to get my list of values. Okay. So here's the catch. This is my list of value. Okay. So I have this. Okay. So let's see what it is. This here, it's in my shift items. It's there. And that's here. shift items, right? I have the list of items here. Okay, it's a list of. It works like a summary. It works like a summary. So when I'm here, when I get this here, right? I have when I get this, I have this relationship working, the T03F. So let's do that manually. Let's do that manually, right? So I'm going there and I'm taking this. So I want to take the current shift ID is this. This is my shift ID. Okay. So let's go to that layer, the T03 calendar. Okay. And let's present it as a here. So I need my G current shifts. Okay. It's a global. Okay. That done. That is done. I have this done. I'm here. So now I have this relationship that works. Okay. So let's copy this. And let's put that here. But I want this. So monitor and new. I want just this. Okay. So that's what I get. Okay. So now you will say, okay, you get 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. Yes, I know. I get 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. But why? I wanted it. I wanted it. So I need to put I need to get all the help I can. You remember we talk about in the shift here, we talk about 2 days, right? 2, 2. So let's show something, because it's very important to know it's important that you see what I was talking about, you know, the reasoning, you know. So I want this. Where's when you have a small layout, it's very complicated. So I want to go to the T03, get this, and I want to get this. Okay. Okay. This is my stuff here. Okay. Okay. So which one? I don't remember which one it is. Here. Okay. It's this. It's this. And here. Okay. You remember I said here, sorry. Okay. I have 2 of them. Okay. 2 times. Now I said 3. Now I said 5. Now I said 1. So you got it. When I say, okay, I am going to use that 2 times, right? I'm going to use that 2 times. Why? I need 2 of them. 2 of them, right? So I have a very simple here. I have a very simple calculation here that will do my stuff twice. How many times? So this will repeat the same thing twice. Okay. So when I put 3, 4, 5 here in this number, this while function will just repeat the same twice, or 3 times, or 4 times, or 5. So that's very simple. I'm taking the ID I want to repeat, the numbers I want to, the how many repetition. I have a counter that says when the counter is inferior number, you can continue doing it. It's counter plus 1, and the result is the result plus whatever. Okay. So, and he's doing ting, 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 like this. He's doing how many times? Okay, that's a while, very, very basic while function. So now you understand what I'm doing here, right? What I'm doing here, it's really, really now understandable. I am building up my list. So I have this list, okay? 2 times of this, 2 times of this, 2 times of this. It could have been 3 times of this, 1 time of this, and 2 times of, you know. So I build my list. My list is built. My list is built. Yes, I have a blank, but I keep it. I can fix that, but I didn't because I need for my debug purposes, and it was very useful for me because otherwise you can see. So now that I have this, now this layout here help me pre-build what I need. This is what I need. Okay, I have my programmation. The program is there. You know, my scheduling is there. You know, 2, 2, 2, 2 of T1, 2 of T. Okay. So now, and you notice this are values. Why? Because you know now, very easy. Get value of this, and I want the value 1 and the value 2, or if I want, you know, in my case, I want the middle value, you know, middle value of this, and I want to start from 1, right? And I want the 2, and I want to start from 4, and I want the 2. You got it? You got it? So, so now with values, I can do whatever I want. So values save for now to you know to speak frankly. So far values save my butt because here because creating this, I'm creating values. Okay, it's creating values here now. With this, I'm doing the same thing, right? I'm doing the same thing. I am taking these values, so I'm taking my stuff here, and I need to repeat it as many times as I need. I need to repeat that many times. So I'm using the same technique I used to repeat that. I want to repeat the whole thing. I want to repeat that multiple times. You know, bam, bam, bam. I want to repeat that 20 times, 50 times. I want to have a big fat list. Okay. So I need an arbitrary number of it. You know. So let's say I want it 100 times. You know, because I need the days. What I'm doing here, because I need more than 31 times because I'm going to push. I'm going to, so I need a lot of them. So I have something. I have a programmation thing. I have an arbitrary number like this, but I can say I want 100 times. 100 times, you know, I want that to be repeated. 2, 2, 2. See, this block is repeated. Is repeated here. Is repeated here, and etc. I said 100 times. I'm doing 100 times. So I have this 100 times. 2, 2, 2. You know, the 2, the 2, the 2. Again, the 2, the 2, the 2. Again, 2, the 2. Always 100 times. So I have a big list like this. You know, I have a big list, big list. Okay, and this is a while function, pretty simple. And then I'm doing my cleanup. You know, I'm removing the, you know, I'm removing the what's the name? Those things, right? The blank, the carriage return, the extra carriage return. I remove them. Okay, but here I didn't. Okay, I didn't because I needed to know. It was easier for me to, you know, to debug things. Okay, so now I have this. So I am here. Right. So I have my 2, 2, 2 multiple times. 2, 2, 2 again. 2, 2, 2 again. 2, 2, 2 again. Up. I have 100 times this. Okay. I have a big long list. Big list. Okay. And then I have the list here. the list of the number of days. So what is this? What is this? Okay. Again, is this 222? What is this? Is this list? Is this list 222? If I put 412, for example, here, my list here will change. It's 412, right? So it is a list of values with the number of days I need. The first is 4, then 1, then 2. Okay? But in my case here, I want 2 of this, 2 of this, and 2 of this. So if I go back here now, it's back to 2, right? Okay, so let's continue. So I have a bunch of items. You know, the two I have 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. Again, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. Here I have the list of how many days you have. So you have the first one here is 2, the second is 2, the second is 2. The first, second, third, okay? Then, what is this? It's a list day of weeks. What the heck is this? Okay, let's find out. What the heck is this? You notice this, I get this all because I have a relationship working, okay? So, what the heck is this? You know, and it's not working. Why? I don't know. Shift items, terrain, days of week number. Why is not doing this? Oh, yes. Okay, this is another problem. That's for the next time. And the current holidays. Okay, so this is yeah. So this 2 is for the next time. So now that I have this, I have my list of items. Remember the repetition of 2 to 2s, you know, again 2 to 2s, 2 to 2s. Okay, how many times? Okay, now I have my loop working here. What's my loop is doing? Okay, first of all, I'm not using perform scripts. I'm not using perform find and stuff like that. You know, I'm never as much as possible I prevent it. Sometimes you don't have any other possibility, but when you can avoid it, use a global field and use a transfer fund set. You know, use that. You know, you go to read records. You know, use this, especially when you do a PSOS. Okay. So what I want here, okay, remember that here the records of the month are already created. They are created. I have my 31 days. They already created. This guy here created the days. The days from the 1st to the 31st are all created. Okay, so I'm generating the calendar here. Okay, so the months are created. So I need to retrieve, right, the scheduling. I need to retrieve the guys. Okay, I need to retrieve the guys. So the free guys, I need to retrieve them by the IDs of the record. Okay, so when I have my free guys, okay, then here, remember, I am. Don't tell me that my mouse is dead. Okay, so yeah, mouse is dead.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course. So, but it's okay. I have a laptop. So, okay. So, remember what is the current shift days. Look how freaking simple this is. Okay. Because everything there, you know, all the whole thing is this. The whole thing is this. More simple than this, you cannot be. So I retrieve my people. Okay. And then here, remember, I have my shift days. Remember my shift days? The 2 to 2, this is my shift days. Look, it's too simple. This is my shift days, right? Okay. The 2 and 2 and 2. So, I have here Now that I have my shift day, I have my list of items. Remember, my list of items is the list of the 2 to 2 multiplied, repeated 100 times, right? I say, wait a minute. I am in the first loop. First loop. First loop based on how many people I have. Okay? So it will do that 3 times. I'm in the first. I'm in the first. And here you say, okay, I want to create a new variable, a list of item by employee. What is this? Again, look what I'm using here. My friend, my very, very, very good friend, middle values. Okay. And I say, okay, I have my list of items. Remember the list, I have my list of items here. And I repeat it, repeat. And I say, okay, I want the current shift day, okay? The current shift day and +1, right? And I want how many days I need, how many, the value count days. So the value count days is this, right? So I have 31 days, right? So I know it's so simple, it's complicated to explain. So the best way is to, because I see the time running though, so I think I'm going to explain that next time, because this reasoning is I need more time for that. So okay, so what? No. What I want to because I'm taking on the next day, so it doesn't make sense. What I want to tell you today, okay, the long story short, the purpose of today is to show you that it's because you have a reasoning, the reasoning you had solve all the problem, but you could have this reasoning because you are learning now to use values, and you understand now the benefits of values, because you can do whatever you want, especially here. So I have this value here. I have the while value here, and because I said pretty much I have this. I said, okay, I want 2 of this and 2 of this, 2 of this. So because you do this, right, you can extract with the middle value. You can say, oh, I want to start from there, or I want to start from there. I want to start from, etc., etc., etc. So it's because you have values and you have so many tools to create values, extract values, ignore values, select values, like with the while is a value creator, while create values, get values is select the value you want. Middle values will select from one point to a section of values, left values, right values, etc. So it's the goal here is to get you understand why the values is the way you need to go. Okay, is the way you need to go. So next time we're going to finish. So next time it will be a kind of a large one. Okay, a large day, like an hour and 50 minutes or something like this.
Yes.
And I'm going to focus only, because look, it's this here. All the magic is here. Is in the magic is how to how to manipulate things, how to manipulate the data, the values on each loop here. Okay, and then you use a replace, and the replace itself is going to get a selection. You see, just to show you before we go, look what I'm doing here. Okay, and for the next time you can analyze it. Okay, middle values, get value, and I'm not doing anything the get value and the middle value is going to do all the work for me, okay? Because I'm going to replace that. I'm going to use replace on 31 day or 31 records, right? So getting a list. You can tell the system when you have a list of records, right? A list of records, you have a record number, and the first record we select the first value of a list that is generating from here based on the middle, because I'm going to shift. I'm going to shift two. Remember 2 to 2. So I'm going to do that. Shift 2, like this. So you are going to shift the selection of the selection of the values from the top, from the first one. Then you are going to select from the third one. Then you are going to select from the sixth one. Then you're going to select from the ninth one. So you're going to select like this, and that will shift like this. So it's so simple. Next time I'm going to build a layout for that. Then we can show that. Yeah.
Yes. We do like.
No, we don't have it. Sorry. Yes.
I was just gonna ask, like, do we have time to like answer like maybe 2 questions real fast before you go?
Yeah, we can do that. That's why I was, I want to. We have 5 minutes for questions here.
Okay. Instead of repeating 100 times a list, wouldn't it work if you delete the first item of the list and you put it at the end of the list?
No, because this is the point. Okay, it's a good question. Okay, delete the first. No, you cannot delete. Because I'm going to push that. And first of all, you cannot. You don't know what the guy is going to put there. You don't know what the guy is going to put there. Going to put like 10, 200, 2 million. You don't know. Okay, you have no clue. Okay, so and we don't have and pretty much is what I'm doing. Can you repeat the question to make sure that I understood it?
Yes. Instead of repeating 100 times a list, wouldn't it work if you delete the first item of the list and you put it at the end of the list?
Okay. Yeah. I don't have a function doing this, and I have a function that do what I want to do. So to select the 2 first and put at the end. Okay, build me the custom function. Challenge. Build me the custom function. Go ahead. You have 5 seconds.
You have 5 seconds.
No, I mean, no. You understand my point.
Yes.
You understand my point. The while function is doing that for me. I do this. I select my list. I put 100 times and 200 of whatever. I put pretty much the numbers I need. Pretty much the number I need, and then I'm doing. See, it's very simple. It looks complicated because I need to remove the character, but it's not. It's just whatever the count on this inferior or equal to the number of days, and then you continue turning. You turn like this. When taking the first 2 and put at the end, it's very complicated. When this is for free, FileMaker give me the tool. So, but it will. If you want to do it, it will work. It's the same. Pretty much is what I'm doing here, right? But yeah. So, what's the next question?
The next question is, what if you want to edit the list in your report layout, like T2 instead of T1, shift every 2 character?
What you want to do is to edit this, right? This. But you can do it. It's easy because, and it's this is a record. So I don't have the UI right now, but this is a record. Look, it's a record. So I think I did it. If I change this. So all what I need to do, okay, is to create this here. It's the equivalent of this record. Okay, it's the same. This is just it's a what's the name? It is a value, not that I extract from a list. Okay, so this is a dead information. If you want to edit, that means if you want to edit the reality, you need to reconnect this with this, right? But it's easy. Why? Because I have here, I know what this is. This is here. I know what this is. Is the shift number 10, for example. Okay. So the shift number 10, just I need to know which day is this. Okay. So it's on the list. If I take this guy, if you want, one day we can do this. But if I take this guy here, okay, if I take this, okay, this is this guy, okay, and I sort by date, okay, and I know that this is, for example, the 10th, this is the 10th, okay, this field here is the equivalent of the 10th of the day, of the month. Okay, so just I know I need to go here. I need to go to the record number 10. So I'm here, and this here, just I need to do this. So, for example, imagine you click on this, and that I'm going to build that for the customer, by the way. You click on the field. You have a cast window that open directly to that record. Okay, because I know I just did it, so it's very simple. And so we were on the 10th, right? On the 10th of this guy, here we are here. So this is here is the second day of. So I want T1 here, right? Okay. I change it. Okay. But of course, it didn't change here. What I need to do, guessed it. In my script is to do this. See, it didn't change yet, okay? But now, T1. If I change it in my CalStar window, right? If I change it again, and I put, I don't know, T2 or T like this, okay? And I change, and I say, okay, update this, boom, it's 222. So you got it now. It's super easy to do that because first of all, we have our good friend CalStar window that can open something, because if you try to do this with a popover, good luck. Then you start to have the problems. If you want to do that a popover, it will do a product. Or if you want to do that, if you want to just edit it, if you want just let you edit, right? And change it here and have a trigger, you can. Because you know where you are. The trigger will say, okay, I am in the field, get field name, get current field name, right? Get current field name, it's easy to get. By the field name, you know where you are. You are in the field name 10. Again, what will help you is because you have the good naming. So you have a name, you have the name, the field naming that helps you as a support to retrieve information in another table. So you know which one it is, right? We know which one it is because you have the sort order, you have everything you need to have here, right? It's super easy. Super easy. You can do that with a trigger, but I don't like the trigger. I would have just do a nice custom window, okay, to edit this, because Depend if you want to do a bunch of what's the name? You want to do a bunch of editing like this. Yes, you need a trigger. But if it's punctual, if it's one time, because the goal here is not to do that. It's not to edit. But you're right. Here, what I need to do now is to be able to edit this. So you click here, you open this, and you change this. And if you change this, you say, okay, this guy is off. So now I have two guys off. So automatically the system will add a new guy. But I need a UI to select a guy. Okay, I need to select a guy. So that's why I need a UI for that. So just a trigger is not enough. I need a UI to select a guy, to make sure everything okay, to validate something, So it's the best. So change how to move the first item list to the last position. You could create another. So we'll see. List Sunday. Yeah, but yeah. Get lists first value. Yeah, but I want to remove the first list. I want to remove the Monday. The first Monday, I need to remove it. So that's easy. But I want the Monday to go after the Sunday, but I want my first day to start with Tuesday, and then I want to do it again. Take the Tuesday, put it after the Sunday, Monday, after, and then remove the Tuesday from the top of the list, and then again with the Wednesday again, because otherwise, yeah, it's easy, but I need to remove the Monday, right? Not just add the new one, right? Get it? Okay. So okay, so I think we're good to land
I think we are good, yes. So thank you so much, Nick. This was awesome. We can't wait for Monday for your return.
Yeah. Monday will be a big one, huh?
Monday will be a big one, yes. We got all the time in the world, thankfully. All right. Y'all have a lovely, lovely day. We will catch you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!